All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Retro Reload East Coast Edition. This is episode 20. Tonight we got a little topic, not directly related to video game. We're going for the retro aspect of us. So we talk about our old cartoons we grew up watching and we still love today, and we can talk about if some of them still hold up or if they don't hold up too well. So and once again, I'm Mr. Nikon, also known as Charles.
I'm Red Blaze, otherwise known as Zach.
I go last.
Alright. I'm Bad at Chaos, also known as Ian.
And
I'm Fire Pilot, also known as Jeremy. I'm from the West Coast, so.
And I'm Foxshot, otherwise known as Kyle.
all right, so let's get started. A lot of us, we're all adults now, and a lot of us grew up watching cartoons. I remember watching Saturday morning cartoons. That's my thing to look forward to the end of the week. I always watched CBS Saturday morning. Had my Ninja Turtles, my Pee-wee's Playhouse, Garfield and Friends, Muppet Babies. Those are my four main ones I remember just growing up with. Also, Galaxy Junior High and all that. So have you guys got any of your other favorites?
Who wants to go?
There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, there's lots to cover.
Yeah, I mean, WB mostly for me was the Pokemon, Stack Shock, all those.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah, eventually. That was more teen, so.
I guess so, yeah.
What?
The original Power Rangers.
Yeah. When I first saw the original Power Rangers, I saw their their robot thing. I thought I was watching a live action Voltron.
Megazord. I think that was the name of it.
Whatever. I saw that thing. I thought, what is this? Live action Voltron? Awesome. I was like, this isn't
Basically.
Voltron. Who are these guys in these goofy ass outfits? That's not Voltron. I was so upset when I saw that. I was like excited and like, oh.
It's all about Gigantor, anyway.
Gigantor.
Yeah, it's kind of before, I think, most of us, but...
Yeah. That's another big area of cartoon. Those 60s, 70s cartoons.
Yeah, that was a pretty early anime. It was like one of the, right next to Speed Racer. That was like one of the first legitimate Japanese cartoons in America, pretty much. But
Yeah, but it's completely different than the actual Japanese if you actually watch that.
yeah. But I mean, it's the same, animation.
Which the Japanese name is Golion, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, I know that's basically the name, but I could be completely wrong on how to pronounce it.
I don't know what.
For me, I know I didn't have WB when I was growing up. I got television relatively late in my childhood, but it's mostly syndicated Disney cartoon stuff that had been produced in the late 80s, early 90s that was still showing into the late 90s. You got DuckTales and Darkwing Duck and Gargoyles and all that stuff. And it's kind of funny. The later you got into the 90s, the more live action. They kind of transitioned to live action.
Yeah.
Same thing with Nickelodeon as well. They all those more children-oriented stations kind of transitioned to live action, probably because it was cheaper. But
Yeah.
it's even Cartoon Network does that now. There's a few live action shows on there. It's just kind of depressing, but
Yeah. I remember watching Nickelodeon when I was a kid, watching Doug, Heathcliff.
oh god, haven't heard that one in a while.
Rocket Power.
Rocket
I think that was a Cartoon Network, though.
or Kablam or whatever it was.
Kablam! Oh my god.
And Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
like we watch Ren and Stimpy now. It's like, how
like
is
an
that
acid
meant?
trip.
How is that meant for kids?
I know. Actually, it's funny. I remember when I was a kid watching, like, every once in a while I'd see that on, and I'd try to watch it. I was actually like, even as a kid, I was like grossed out. Like, ew, like they're like picking boogers under a table, or like, or just weird, just gross things going on all the time. I was actually kind of like sickened by that, and I was like, I'm
And
gonna
that's
go
what makes
watch
it watchable.
Rugrats or whatever.
Yeah, oh, Rugrats, yes.
That had a pretty big lifespan.
Oh yeah, Rugrats, yeah. They had a feature-length movie, I think.
That too.
Yeah, too.
Two? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one in France, and I forget the other one.
Yeah, this was the first one, and then there was in Paris, which I think was the second. But
I think that was the first one.
I think
Was
France was the first one.
It's,
That's when Baby Dill
I just
was-
remember the first one, like they had Dill or whatever his name, Thomas. Tommy had a brother that was born. Or, I don't know.
You're right.
That was stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then of course
Yeah, the first one
SpongeBob
was
came along,
called the
but he's
Rugrats
still
movie.
yeah.
Yeah, it's funny thing about was it Rugrats? Yeah, Tommy Pickles. He had to be what, 1 or 2 in the show.
Yeah.
One-
He'll take an 80-year-old man.
Making chocolate pudding. Oh, yeah. I love that, like that meme.
that's
When
what,
we were kids, we were called Rugrats because I had red hair. My brother was bald. We had our cousin, we called her Angelica. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
That's pretty funny.
That's
Trying
about
to
a
think
Nick-
what else.
About the Nickelodeon cartoon of Doug.
Yeah,
you know,
Doug and
yeah.
It was originally on Nickelodeon, I guess, and Disney bought the rights to Doug.
yeah, that was the oddest thing watching that and then going to the
The Disney
Disney
one. And Roger, he turned into some preppy kid once Disney bought them.
huh.
Really?
Yeah.
Anybody see anything on PBS like
Robin Finger Peters.
Oh,
Magic
Rocko's
School
Modern
Bus?
Life.
Any of those?
I remember watching that.
Favorite.
Rocko's Modern Life, you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Magic School Bus and North there. I love that.
I think when I was a kid, I didn't appreciate it, but I think now that I've gone back and seen a few episodes of Rocko's Modern Life, and I think it's definitely a lot better than I originally, thought.
Yeah, it's fun to watch these cartoons now because we pick up on this other humor that we wouldn't have picked up as kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
like-
definitely. If you go back and watch the Animaniacs, you'll pick up on a bunch of
Oh yeah.
humor.
You're like, this is okay for kids to watch.
We love to, but the censor won't allow it.
Yeah, it's just kind of stuff that's over the children's, head, most of the viewers' heads. But
So that's why
Oh,
Mom was embarrassed back in the day for watching that cartoon.
Yeah. I remember
We got good when we did it.
what was it?
Like when you're watching a cartoon and your parents start laughing or look embarrassed, like, what does the joke mean? I'll tell you later.
Yes.
Yeah, that just used to be the attitude. Nowadays, it's let's get that show petition off the air.
Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Which
Oh, and then, oh man, that reminds me of any of you watch Invader Zim?
I am
Yeah.
not.
Have
I'll
you
be
seen
honest,
it?
I did not.
Have you seen any of that guy's comics? Oh my God, they're Johan Vasquez or Jonan Vasquez or something like that is his name, the
Yeah.
creator. But his graphic novels are like ridiculous and hilarious, but they're like really, really violent and really just naughty, I guess. But I remember
Sounds
like that was
right
one
up my
reason. Yeah, that was one reason why like they kind of threw off the air. It's like so. Kids watch the cartoon and they'd say, "Oh, look, here's a comic book by the same guy," and it's like just like really, really, mature graphic novel. But yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of him. There was Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. That was one of the series. Yeah, and then there was Squee. He had a couple other ones that are kind of spin-offs of Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. But yeah. They're pretty
That's
good.
what I gotta find.
Yeah. Also, something I also grew up watching a lot of the older cartoons, like the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
Johnny
when I
Bravo.
grew up in the late '90s, yeah, Cartoon Network was just syndicating the crap out of all those
Yeah.
Hanna-Barbera.
like at some point, Cartoon Network bought Hanna-Barbera. I don't remember what the exact timeline was, but
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, that's what Turner. I mean, it was in the business. I mean, Turner was just in the business of
buying everything.
either buying or licensing, for syndication movies and cartoons and stuff like like all the whole Warner Brother Looney Tunes library, and they still play those cartoons to this day every once in a while.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they
I
were-
just typed in Cartoon Network 90s TV shows. Dexter's Laboratory. Anybody else?
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I liked it, but then they had I remember later on in the series they had this new art direction, and I think they changed I think they must have changed production company or something. But after that, I didn't really like it as much. But yeah,
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that show. I remember they did a lot of parodies. There was one that was basically a parody of Voltron. Does anybody remember that one? Dexter's
do
I
Lab?
think I do. I just don't remember which episode.
Yeah, they basically make a giant robot, and the whole family had different limbs, that they controlled. Basically the same thing. Yeah, it was pretty silly.
Courage, the Cowardly Dog.
I was about to bring that up. Like, that show is so weird, but I loved it.
That show was a freaking mind trip.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to bring that up next.
I was reading supposedly that was the first television show to be produced in HD or something. I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought that was kind of interesting.
It only ran from 99 to 2002, so I don't know how that could be.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, in pre-production, or not pre-production, but you know what I mean. Before it went to television, they produced it at a higher resolution, and then it was downscaled, which was kind of interesting. But
Yeah.
Right. Firstly, another one of my favorites, Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Which actually, I think I remember hearing Seth MacFarlane saying that's where he first got his start.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of episodes for that cartoon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Show of hands, who watched Powerpuff Girls?
I did.
Yeah.
My sister had it on, and she would watch it, and I would just wait for the next show that was be on.
Everybody's liking
I thought that was a good cartoon.
I like the
Yeah.
green.
I'm almost excited for the reboot that's supposed to happen, but I mean,
I didn't know that.
yeah. Unfortunately, well, as you may or may not know, basically the guy who created Powerpuff Girls went on to do the what do you call that freaking stupid show? My Little Pony series.
He did that?
Yeah, he did the My Little Pony, and now he's coming back for a new Powerpuff Girls. But should be interesting. Hopefully, it's less My Little Pony than anything. But
Great. Ed, and Eddie?
Oh, Dad, my favorite.
I loved Plank. I think Plank was my favorite ongoing joke in that show.
I think it was like a psycho, wasn't he? Just a bored, but everybody was psycho.
The later
Plank,
episodes
what are you
got
doing?
Yeah.
stale, didn't they?
Who?
Or was that just me? The later episodes where they started to go to school and stuff. Or am I the only one that remembers that?
I'm not sure.
How long did they
I don't
make that
know.
show for?
10 years.
Really?
That was a long run.
Wow.
That's a long time for a cartoon series.
Especially on Cartoon
Although-
Network. For a while on
Yeah.
Cartoon Network, it's they would just make a show and it'd have one season. I remember it was like that in the early 2000s. It was they just have it I Am Weasel, and then they'd have I don't know, there's that, and there's a bunch of other really shortly lived cartoons.
I
But
love Two
I'm
Stupid
still
Dogs.
pissed about this
yeah,
show.
I'm trying
getting-
to think with Ed and Eddie. I think I
Justice.
probably watched
One of my favorite was Two Stupid Dogs. Anybody ever watch that?
Which one is it?
Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
It's actually pretty funny. It's pretty good. For what I think it has a short run, like 2 years.
that. Was,
Oh, we lose him again.
The Batman series.
Is
Anybody else?
Johnny Bravo.
I never
Yeah.
really
Two stupid dogs.
And Batman has been,
Oh, yeah.
there's been so
Yeah.
many cartoon series for Batman.
I did like Batman Beyond.
Let's see. I've got the animated series right here: Batman Beyond, Beware of Batman, the New Adventures of Batman, which is an old take on the classic TV show with Adam West.
I remember there used to be one from the, I think, the 40s.
The Brave and the
they
Bold.
did.
And The Batman, which is actually pretty good.
Like the Batman.
Yeah,
Mm.
I really like the Joker in that one, actually. And I guess you can also count the Justice League and Young Justice then. Since
Yeah.
he was in those.
There's been.
Did anybody see the short-lived reboot of Johnny Quest?
No.
The Real Adventures of Johnny Quest?
No.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, I think that's what it was called. I think so.
Oh, I got it right here.
But yeah, I don't remember that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um,
and, something,
Fire Palette. You were mentioning before Reboot, right?
Yes,
Oh,
reboot.
here.
Reboot. That was a good one.
Surprisingly, that was till 2001.
huh.
Oh, I thought it was older.
It started in 94.
Okay.
Yeah, that fairly good.
Hexadecimal and megabyte. And
Yeah, motherboard.
the mainframe. Oh god, that was a good one. And of course you got freaking Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and the other ridiculous
Yeah.
spin-offs. But
Yeah.
We'll save anime for a different time.
Yeah, it could be a whole another, like, 2-hour show.
what did you guys watch? Like the original, Dragon Ball, or watch
Yeah, I watched them both.
instead?
Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball
Both
Z.
and both. Which one did you prefer?
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball? Yeah.
I never really watched those. Those were
I'd
with,
have to say, I think I like Dragon Ball better than Z.
But I watched
think,
Dragon
as
Ball
well.
Z before I knew about Dragon Ball, so I had to go back.
Yeah, I remember like on Cartoon Network they started playing Z, I think first, and then like later on they got the rights for the original series, and then they started playing that after, which is kind of funny, but yeah.
Yeah, but it was funny for me because I heard about Dragon Ball Z. I never watched it. And the next thing I knew, I was watching Dragon Ball. I didn't even know it was called Dragon Ball at the time.
Yeah.
I was watching it. And
I
it was during
remember-
the first martial arts tournament that I started to watch that. And it was
Oh,
like,
sweet.
this is Dragon Ball. And the follow-up is Dragon Ball Z, so I started to watch that.
Yep.
And that was the start of King Buu Saga when I started to watch that.
Oh wow. Yeah, skipping ahead.
Or
a little bit.
Majin Buu, sorry.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to kill me for that.
so what was some of your guys' like earliest cartoons you remember watching, like some of your first ones?
Spectre Gadget cartoon.
Spectre
Inspector
Gadget?
Gadget.
My mom said I'll wake her up at 5 in the morning every morning, so I was like 4. I'm like, I want to watch Spectre Gadget, or I want to watch Beep Beep, which is Roadrunner. I want to watch Beep Beep.
But yeah, I remember watching like the old Rocky and Bullwinkles, the
Oh man.
old classic
Hey,
Looney Tunes.
Watch me pour rabbit out of my head.
Yeah, a whole bunch of the old shows, Flintstones, Jetsons.
Oh yeah,
Right.
the classics.
Yeah.
How about you, Fox? I haven't heard much out of you today.
Oh yeah, and another one to
Yeah.
mention is Tiny Toons. Or was I
Um,
going with that?
Gosh, I don't know what the earliest would have been. I mean, I know I watched a lot of Cartoon Network. There was always that kind of like Cartoon Network versus Nickelodeon thing.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't know. I mean, I remember watching a lot of like Tom and Jerry, and I kind of remember the Jetsons and stuff. But I think that was mostly like on Saturdays on Cartoon Network or something when they would reshow that. Not like Boomerang, but actually Cartoon Network.
Okay. 'Cause I remember watching, it's like, when I got home from kindergarten, I'd watch, I think, Channel 66, they had the afternoon cartoons. which it was Thundercats.
Oh yeah.
I think
Oh,
Oh, did anybody watch
He-Man.
Zoids?
No.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah. I
Zoids.
remember
That was a pretty good one in the like after school Cartoon Network lineup.
yeah, I remember that.
There's a couple different series of that, yeah. But it's kind of weird. It was like it kind of like one of the series kind of reminded me of like Pokemon in a way, like that, like oh yeah, the Zoids just wander wild in the wilderness, and then you can like kind of like capture them and use them. This is like what the hell? Like I don't know. It was really weird, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember the other one, Jace and the Wheeled Warriors, which until like a few years ago I could not remember the name of that cartoon.
What's it about? I don't even think I heard of that one.
It's this guy and his father, they get like transported to another planet, and they got these evil plant monsters. They got these little vehicles that go attacking everything. Go against Saw Boss. Remember that as the
That name sounds familiar to me. I don't know.
and they had all these little weapons that could like jump out and like attach to their little vehicles.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was only on one season. Didn't last very long.
What was it called again?
Jace and the Wheeled Warriors.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, I remember that one. Also, I remember from that same. I remember the TV, the cartoon Mask.
Yep. Based
Oh,
off the
God, there
movie.
was-
Yeah.
If there was a movie, there was a TV show for it, or a cartoon.
Yeah,
for
it's
it
like a bunch of
eventually.
those Jim Carrey things. Like you got the Pet Detective cartoon.
No,
as
not the Mask. Mask,
Oh.
which is
I don't
you got
even
these you got these,
Oh, the one where it's like
you got
basically.
the cars and they change into
Yeah.
these flying, and they transform.
I only
into-
know that because of Robot Chicken.
And I was looking at this vintage toy store the other day, and they had like the same car I had mint in a box for about $120.
Jeez.
I'm like, if I didn't trash this thing, it'd be worth some money. But that's why it's worth a lot of money, because toys for boys get beat the hell out of.
Same thing. Ask your dad about his GI Joes. He'll say that he'll wish that he never puts firecrackers on them.
My dad had baseball cards because he had like classics when he was a kid. Ruined them all.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even G.I. Joes from the 80s, those are some can be worth some money.
Like I said, ask your dad. He'll say that he wished that he never went
He-Man.
and put a firecracker on him.
Yeah, He-Man. This is another one that got rebooted. I found this one, the Battle for Eternia, thinking it was like the original series. I just found I'm watching like this doesn't look right. Like
Oh yeah, did anybody see the kind of reboot that was recent for Thundercats?
No,
Yeah, I saw like what looked like basically a product pitch. It was like a miniature, it was almost like a teaser trailer type thing, and it looked like it was targeted more for like a really young audience. Like it was very simplistic, cartoony
I actually
characters.
watched
I
a
don't know if
couple
that was.
episodes of that. I got more of an kind of like an anime-inspired vibe from it.
Oh, okay, maybe it was a different thing I saw then, but because I remember there was going to be like a pitch for like a movie or something, but I don't think they ever did it. But yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. There was a cartoon as well.
Yeah.
But
Honestly, I gotta admit, it wasn't that bad from what I saw of it.
I
Yeah.
am Thundera. Yeah, that was a good cartoon. It's funny. Had anybody ever seen the Hobbit cartoon that same production company made?
no.
I have not.
Nope.
I
So the
think
comp-
I might have saw a small part of it.
Yeah, it's the same studio. It's called Rankin Bass. They also did all those like Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Yes.
Reindeer like Christmas specials. It's the
Yeah.
same production company. But anyway, I think it was either the early 70s or late 80s. They made like a 45-minute. Actually, I think it was closer to an hour and 10 minutes or something like that. But basically, they made this Hobbit cartoon. It's actually pretty darn good. It's a lot more, I'd say, accurate. It's probably the most accurate production of The Hobbit there's ever been. The only thing they left out was like Bjorn, and that was about it. But
Huh.
it's pretty darn good. It's actually kind of funny because some of the character designs kind of made their way into the Thundercats. Like the goblins kind of looked like, I don't know, there's kind of like this amphibious reptile character that was in Thundercats. Who was a villain. His design was kind of vaguely based off of like the little, I don't know, orcs or whatever from the Hobbit cartoon. But yeah, kind of
Hey,
interesting.
less stuff you got to reused.
Yeah, it was a good design. I don't know. And it's actually kind of funny. The animation style is like very similar to the Thundercats. It's probably the same, artists or whatever. But
I mean, as we're talking about movies, like cartoons, so you get, remember they had the Smurf
Retro
movies
movies?
out. Yeah, they're coming out with
Oh,
Smurf movies, which I haven't seen any of them.
and there's the Garfield movies too, which are atrocious. Which one's worse? Let's vote. Like, what's worse, the Garfield movies or the? Oh man, there's even the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Let me put it this way: I've only seen the Garfield one, and I'm gonna say Fat Albert.
Funny connection with the Garfield movies and Ghostbusters. In the real Ghostbusters cartoon, Peter Venkman was originally voiced by Lorenzo Music, who was a voice for Garfield on the show, and in the Garfield movie, Garfield is voiced by Bill Murray, who of course was Peter Venkman.
That is strange.
One of those weird connections.
You know, are two good shows I want to go on, but weren't cartoons.
What's up?
Guts and Legends of the Hidden Temple. I
Oh.
want to remember those two.
I wanted to go on Double Dare.
Yes.
Yeah, Nickelodeon had some. Those are cool little, kid game shows they had back in the day. They remember.
They had Nick Arcade.
Yeah, there was
Figure
even
It Out?
Figure It
Figure
Out.
It Out. Yeah.
I forgot about that too.
I remember they had what else did they have? Skate
Slime
TV.
Time Live.
Skate TV. You can't do that on television.
Which they all did that stuff on television.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Yeah. Nickelodeon had some good shows like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Salute Your Shorts.
Oh yeah.
Hey Dude.
And then, well, he had like all of that, which is kind of like more
Yeah,
of a
all that.
teenage
was
audience. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid SNL.
Clarissa Explains It All.
What was that?
Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh,
Yes.
I remember that one. Oh man, anybody watch Ghost Rider?
Ghost. Oh yeah.
Ghost Rider.
First, I was
strange, but it's alright.
I was in a class when I was in college, Columbia College, back in 1998, with one of the kids who was on Ghost Rider.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Who remembers Are You Afraid of the Dark? I thought it was better than Goosebumps.
I remember that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Yes.
That show used to scare the crap out of me as a kid.
Yeah, it's a really good
As I
story.
got older, I got less scared and actually started to watch it. And I don't
Yeah,
know.
just-
I remember like reading on Facebook like a couple of years ago, like I think like the original producer like put all the episodes on YouTube or something for free.
Yeah, they're all on YouTube. Yeah.
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 Let's go watch them.
I remember Roundhouse, which was another.
That sounds familiar. What was that about?
It was another sketch
Family Guy.
comedy show.
Sketch comedy?
Yeah, it's kind of like predates all that.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I was born in 1990, so that's kind of like predating my like viewership.
Okay. I think that's about when it started.
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
I'm old.
You're old.
Yeah, I think it's old one here right now.
Yeah. Showing my age on the cartoons. Watched.
Well, a lot of that stuff though syndicated well into the 90s. Like,
Oh yeah.
like particularly like the Disney stuff. I remember like you got like Chippendale. And,
Chip and Dale, Rescue Rangers.
Keep going.
DuckTales, Darkwing Duck, Tailspin.
What channel was it? One Saturday morning. Every Saturday, this one Saturday morning had like a block of cartoons like Recess and all that.
Oh yeah.
I think that was ABC did that.
Yeah. Well, ABC is owned by Disney, so yeah, they'd have
Yeah.
like all those properties
I'll-
on there.
I was a CBS Saturday morning kid, so
Yeah. See, by the time most of us were growing up, like that whole Saturday morning cartoon phenomena had kind of
It was
slowly
gone now.
gone away. Yeah, it's gone now, pretty much.
Yeah, and there are all these cartoons they show them on network TV. They gotta be educational.
You know, what about the video game related ones? You know, Adventures Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Saturday AM, Captain N, Legend of Zelda, Super Mario.
Yeah, there's Super Mario, Super Mario 3, Super Mario World.
I never watched any of those, funny enough.
I remember the Super Mario Super Show. It had Captain Lou Albino on there as a Mario for the live action segments.
Yeah, and I mean, I was literally just watching the Sonic Sat AM before I even came on here, and that one's actually held up fairly good, I will admit.
And of course, there's like the
Surprisingly
Ninja
well
Turtles.
for one that's all about the environment. Surprisingly.
Captain Planet.
I love Captain Planet.
With
He's
your
our
powers
hero.
combined.
I am Captain Planet.
I remember watching it. I don't remember thing outside of that line.
Wasn't there a Robot Chicken sketch with them fun of the what was his
Yes.
name? The guy who had like the heart power.
Captain Planet. Or no, I'm talking about a different one.
And
I just remember people making fun of the guy who had the heart power. I think he was like
remember-
Indian or something.
I,
Yeah.
So everybody
I
had,
know the
everybody
songs
had cool
did that a
powers,
lot.
like oh yeah, water, fire, wind, earth, heart. It's like oh yay, like what the
he's
hell does
from-
heart do?
Eastern Europe. You know, it was still communism back around then, you know, for the Soviet Union, so they called it Eastern Europe. Or I am wind. I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, wasn't she? Yeah, she's basically like Russian or Ukrainian or something.
Yeah,
like that.
something like that. They just said
Yeah.
Eastern Europe. From America, from England.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Like that's kind of like where now that I think about it, it's kind of like where a lot of like modern what do you call it? Like I guess political correctness is kind of came in where it's like, oh yeah, we got to have all the demographics. You know what I mean? We got to have you got to have the Asian, the African, and the European, and you know what I mean? Like I don't know.
So we got the Asian right here.
All right. Magic School Bus.
Magic School Bus.
Love Magic School Bus. That was a good show. I still watch it.
I got home from high school. I'd watch that instead of doing homework.
Yeah.
Or Bill Nye. That's another good
I was gonna say
educational show.
whatever Bill Nye didn't teach you, Magic School Bus did.
Yeah, have you ever saw Bill Nye's old comedy show? He was on this comedy show called Almost Live. It was based out of Seattle.
I heard about that. I never
Look up-
saw it. But...
Look up Bill Nye Speedwalker. That is his was his superhero persona there.
Speedwalking superhero.
Yeah.
It's like the Flash, but he only walks instead of runs.
Yeah, it's like heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Yeah, also I forgot about just remember on the CBS they had Beekman's World, the sciencey show.
Gosh. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember that.
Is that the one where it's like the guy and a bunch of puppets?
Not really. There's a guy in
I
a
think
rat.
of Beaker from Muppets, or
Yeah, that's Beaker.
Oh,
although
There was
he's a pretty good character too. But no.
Guy in a rat suit. Yeah, Beekman's World had a guy in a rat suit.
No, that is the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, and he wore this big, almost fluorescent green lab coat. He had a Lyle Lovett style hair.
And then of course, I think we had an episode about this previously. You got the whole Ninja Turtle
Yes.
phenomena.
You know, I never said anything about the Ninja Turtles before, but pretty much what I remember most was actually the 2003 reboot, the Pupilless one.
Oh God.
That's honestly my favorite. It was, for me at the time, it was really good.
I still like the original one. Yeah, that's what I grew up with. I guess that's just me, being nostalgic. When I look at the new ones, I'm like, this isn't looking right.
Oh man, guys, you ever see remember Care Bears? Hell yeah.
I remember Care Bears.
I remember seeing them on fire.
Pound Puppies. Or Pound Puppies.
I think they still make there's like a new version of that.
Yeah,
I think.
they did a new version of Pound Puppies. They did a new version of Strawberry Shortcake.
Oh my God. And then of course you got the My Little Pony thing, which was originally an '80s thing. But yeah, it's kind of funny how they're just kind of bringing back all these old merchandising, cartoon series.
Yeah.
What
was that?
That's because we all have jobs now, so they want to milk us.
Yeah.
Yeah, our children. Yeah.
And you got the
Basically.
the bronies.
Whoa. Don't hate. You have a brony in your midst, okay?
Uh-oh.
Alright, we gotta drop that guy.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, guys. Let's guess a cartoon. Almost screen share. You guys gotta guess cartoon.
That got him to speak.
Where was that?
Oh, what was that called?
Real Monsters. Some kid came into my work today wearing that shirt.
The cartoon used to scare me.
I don't know. It was creepy. I liked it, but it was creepy.
I don't remember being creeped out by it, honestly.
Okay, more gross than creepy.
Yeah, exactly. It was just kind of gross. Like you had I don't know, people
Gross out.
holding their
Okay,
eyeballs with their hands and licking everything with their tongues and just weird stuff.
Hey, we turned out fine watching that stuff.
Yeah, we all turned psycho killers. Remember back in those '90s? That's when everyone's like, "Oh, violent cartoons, and they're gonna corrupt our children."
Violent video games. Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff doesn't lead to any sort of violence or anything.
She got there.
Big ass knife.
That's not a knife.
No, this is a fucking knife.
That's a spoon. Oh, I've seen you play Nike Spoonie before. Like California.
But anyway, so I'm trying to figure out what other cartoons I remember watching. I remember watching Gumby.
Oh yeah.
My mom hated that show, but me and my brother would watch it.
Yeah, that was my first the first camera I ever got. It was a 110 film camera with Gumby and Pokey on it. It still got tucked away somewhere at my parents' house.
Oh god.
I like Pokey.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch any modern TVs or cartoons?
Not too many.
The only one I feel like a stomach are Adventure Time with Finn and Jake and
Nope.
What is my roommate? She watches Adventure Time and what's that other one?
It's with
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
show.
It's this kid. Sometimes he's got the stars in his eyes every now and then.
Steven Universe?
Yes,
What?
that
What
one.
the hell?
I think
Archer?
the
Anybody else watch
newest
this?
Archer. Yeah.
Archer?
Well, then you're getting into adult cartoons, but
Yeah.
Yeah, well, modern cartoons, you also gotta include stuff like
Family
all
Guy
those,
and
also.
Family Guy. Yeah.
Family Guy, American Dad.
I miss.
It's been on for how long now?
Futurama.
Futurama. I just finished that not too long ago. That is a great one.
Yeah, that always ticked me off that they cancel Futurama, but then they leave American Dad on, which I just despise. I think I've probably laughed at one joke.
Wait, what network
No,
is
it's worse
that?
that they left the Cleveland show on.
What network is
or
that?
even that. Yeah.
No, that's Fox who's doing that.
Yeah.
Order is actually pretty good. I was surprised. It's pretty decent.
Does Fox ever make decent decisions of their programming?
No.
Not
There
usually.
you go. They've tried to cancel The Simpsons how many times?
I don't know. They just
Wait,
renewed them
guys,
for like another 2 or 3
Yeah.
seasons.
What's the last
Like,
time?
I mean, I know they canceled Family Guy twice.
Yeah,
And
it's
now that it's getting to the point where it should be canceled, they're not.
I think they should cancel The Simpsons. I really do. I think it's dead
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think it's been dead since like season 10.
Dude,
I don't
The Simpsons they've been around for what? Almost
Longer than
30
life.
almost 30 years now, right?
89.
They started on the Tracy Ullman show, and
Oh yeah, I guess if you include that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
that's like what, mid 80s, so it's been almost 30 years.
I remember that was like my family ritual for a long time. We basically would eat dinner, watch Simpsons, and then
Yeah.
pretty much go to bed a little while after that. But oh, dogs are home. He muted himself. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a little gripe with Cartoon Network because they keep canceling the good ones that I like to.
Oh, then you got all the Adult Swim craziness. Like,
Oh yeah.
what do you call
Yeah, I mean, they've canceled Beware the Batman and Young Justice on me. Young Justice still needs to get the third season, I strongly have to say.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of modern cartoons that I watch, other than like, adult stuff. Well, I guess never mind. I was going to say anime. There's a few animes I've been getting into, but they're more, mature as well.
Like I said, we'll save anime for a different time.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, that could
'Cause,
be
I
a
mean,
whole.
I got all the cartoons I have right here. I could have easily anime.
It's kind of funny because when I was like in high school and even younger, other than Dragon Ball Z, I didn't really care much for anime. But since college, I've been like watching more and more of that stuff. But
Yeah, same
Yeah.
here.
I've never been in anime that much.
it was kind of funny because I had like one of my best friends was like a really big anime fanatic in high school. I'd always make fun of him, and now it's like, oh wow, now some of your stuff is actually kind of cool.
I think the closest thing I've watched to anime would probably be Inspector Gadget. It is Japanese produced.
So
So,
were a lot of cartoons.
yeah.
You gotta at least check out Trigun and Cowboy Bebop.
Well, actually, even pretty much all the American like Fox stuff is all freaking made in South Korea.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's keyframed in America, but then the majority of the animation's Asian. But yeah.
And Avatar: The Last Airbender was heavily influenced by anime, you can say.
Who directed that movie again? M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, I hate him. I hate him for that movie.
I was even gonna mention the movie. Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, I was like, I hate M. Night Shyamalan for what he did to that show.
I think that's the last
I
thing
remember
he's really
people being
did.
really hyped up for that because the trailers and stuff and the effects looked really great, but then it came out and people
Yeah,
were like,
Garbage.
it's very dull.
I went to Midnight Lunch and everything, and I was so pissed off afterwards. My friend hit me up a week later. My sister wants to go. Do you want to watch it again? I'm like, no, I'll pay. No, I'll buy you dinner. No.
Yeah, what was it with the Earthbenders? It was like, huh, 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 huh,
Yeah.
just to move a little rock.
Talk about bad movies from cartoons. They went to the Masters of the Universe movie.
Dragon Ball.
The
Oh.
Masters of the
You know-
He-Man movie.
I
That
got one thing to say about the Dragon Ball movie. If it didn't have the Dragon Ball name, it possibly could have been
the live action
Good
one from a
cheesy.
few years ago.
Yeah. good cheesy kung fu flip. If it
I
didn't
was gonna
have the
say,
Dragon Ball
don't
name.
just the animated movies. Some of those animated ones are pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, the Masters of the Universe movie. That was pretty bad.
I never saw that.
You're lucky.
The Lego movie.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
I've been playing the game lately, which has clips from the movie. So, what I've played so far, I definitely say yes.
Yeah, I watched it in the theater. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Didn't they do a live action Yogi Bear movie?
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yep.
It actually came out?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that was
I
like
remember-
I want to say 2011 or 12, somewhere around there. There was one. Yeah.
I remember seeing some, but I didn't want to go see it.
I think it basically bombed because yeah, I remember seeing ads and then
Oh
nothing.
yeah, 2010.
Oh yeah. Oh, now I remember. It was stupid.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
It's like they
And
got
Justin
they,
Timberlake as Boo Boo.
Yep, Justin Timberlake is Boo Boo.
oh
Oh
God.
Jesus Christ!
Gee,
Yogi,
Yogi,
Mr.
Mr. Ranger's not gonna like this.
Who is Yogi?
Still
Dan Aykroyd.
Aykroyd. Oh wow, interesting.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
does
Go
anybody
ahead and
remember
see
the
the-
live action Rocky and Bullwinkle?
Oh God.
I vaguely remember that.
I won't say it wasn't that bad, but it was pretty bad.
Oh, then you got the Dudley Do-Right movie, which was okay. I remember. I don't know. I watched it as a kid, but anybody else see that
Oh.
one?
It's I can stomach watching it.
Oh, Dudley Do-Right. Never make a Dudley Do-Right comment to a Mountie. Never.
Well, how about
That sounds about as good of an idea as Mr. Magoo one. Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Oh my god.
They keep coming. It's like Hollywood is running out of ideas for movies.
that's why everybody's remakes of superhero movies.
Oh, and then there was the Underdog movie a couple years ago.
Yes.
No fear, the Underdog is here.
Just crushing our childhoods.
That's a classic character.
What did they do next? Hong Kong Phooey?
Yeah, I want to see a Hong Kong Phooey movie.
Who is this Mr. Superhero?
What's the cast name again in Hong Kong movie?
Oh,
Hong
God.
Kong movie.
Phooey. Number one super guy. Hong Kong Phooey.
That was Hanna-Barbera as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Hanna-Barbera was like the powerhouse of like cartoons back in like 60s and 70s. You know, because they had Scooby-Doo, Yogi Bear, who else? You know, McGill Gorilla, Quick Draw McGraw.
Quick Draw McGraw, Al Kabong.
Oh, kabong!
That's a classic character. Just hits people with the guitar. I mean, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel, yes.
Good.
Top Cat.
Top Cat. That had a good theme song.
Yeah.
You know, have we mentioned Scooby-Doo?
Not yet.
Scooby-Doo.
It's coming to the end. We gotta save like Scooby-Doo to the end, you know.
Or just not mention it for the abominable freaking live-action movies.
Yeah. Oh,
The movies weren't. No, they were bad, but they weren't horrible.
yeah.
I mean, they could have done worse.
Yeah,
Yes.
they definitely could have, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Scooby-Doo. It seems like that's probably like their most like merchandised cartoon, huh? I don't know.
I
I just
think
seem to
so.
remember there being a lot of toys and stuff for that, but I don't know.
They're going after the stoners for that one.
You guys ever watch Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Correct.
Come on, George Carlin and Ringo Starr has been.
Yeah, I always forget that too, because like when I was like I was like really little watching that cartoon. I only found out like later, like it's like what? That's freaking Ringo.
Wait, I'm just finding out about this now.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. It's like
It's like
what the
George
hell?
Carlin. Okay, kids, here's 7 words you can't use on Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, that's what I learned today. The things you can't see on the computer. The TV.
What?
They still make Thomas the Tank Engine, don't they?
I
Yeah,
don't
they started
know.
to move the mouse and it's creepy as fuck.
Who's the new
Is that-
Mr. Conductor on it
I know,
now?
like I still see like the toys pop up
Oh,
every
I'm-
once in a while.
Yeah,
I'm
my
actually
nephew-
looking that up right now. Jeez.
Like, it was Ringo Starr, like, I know. We must remember that we have to learn what we have to do and proceed, and we can do it. Okay,
Wow.
Ringo.
Back in '84 is when Thomas the Tank Engine started. Jeez.
The
Wow.
Reading Rainbow.
I love
Oh.
R. Burton.
Oh.
butterfly in the sky. I
LeVar
can fly
Burton.
twice as high. Take
Singing is
a look,
good.
it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look,
Jesus.
it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Let's all sing it and then try to synchronize through the lag of the internet.
Yes. Boy.
A lot of singing on the show.
Yeah, hey, have fun. You know, and you got the DuckTales theme. Some of these cartoon themes are so
Oh,
iconic.
yeah.
Now these cartoon themes are pretty. There's not much to them.
Yeah.
You know, you got the DuckTales theme song.
Yeah, like they don't have like lyrics or anything. It's just like
Who
I don't
remembers
know.
which one?
I mean, I watched Sonic Boom, and where it just was like a very little short 5-second thing, which I'll say thank God for it being just 5 seconds, but still, it was like unmemorable at all.
Yeah, it's like the DuckTales is. It's that's so iconic.
But I mean, you ask any,
Speaking of DuckTales, weren't they talking about rebooting that?
yeah,
I
yes,
heard
actually,
that. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they were.
I'm hoping they bring back Darkwing Duck.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they approach the if they try to stay faithful or they just
Oh,
do what everything else is doing
I think-
and just remake it.
If they reboot it, they gotta keep the original theme song.
They're planning to reboot DuckTales in 2017,
2017.
so 2 years away. Ugh,
Do you guys remember Wishbone, the dog?
Like a hurricane.
DuckTales.
Who remembers Wishbone?
I don't even know if the voice actor for Scrooge McDuck will still be around.
Huh.
Probably not. Isn't he like 95 or something ridiculous?
Yeah.
He's like really old.
Uh,
It's actually kind of a miracle he's alive. Or that they were able to get him to voice
Yeah.
the DuckTales remastered game.
Yeah, which, you know what? Props to him for that.
yeah, I think that's maybe for us older people
Yeah.
who know that's not the original Scrooge McDuck.
Alan Young was his name.
Yeah, 95. Yeah, he's got another like solid year at most.
No, we haven't really mentioned the Transformers.
And that's been rebooted a few times.
Well, I just mean like in terms of like the old cartoon
Yes.
series. But
When
yeah, man, they had
Um,
the voice actors on there were crazy. My
Yes.
God, some of the best in the industry still. Like, I always think it's funny the guy who played Optimus Prime did Eeyore in Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Oh, who was that? Shoot.
I don't know. They're pretty well known. I'm shooting myself in the foot, not thinking. I can't remember what their names are.
Like the one
But
guy I
they're,
know.
yeah, just look up their filmographies. It's nuts. These guys have been in basically everything.
It's like and gotta remember the great Mel Blanc.
Mel Blanc, yeah. You know, you want to see.
What's that?
If you
Or Dash
if you want to see a good film based on the voice actors, definitely check out I Know That Voice. Definitely a fun watch, even if you don't like the
Oh
documentary.
yeah, I watched that like a year ago. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I gotta watch DuckTales again tonight.
Dash is listening to us right now, just yelling like, "Mention this show, guys! Mention this show!"
Our
Yeah.
one viewer. Let's see if our one viewer has any questions about any cartoons, or they want to make a comment.
What you call was watching. Turf was watching earlier. I'm trying to.
Okay.
Angry Beavers.
Yes.
Oh, yes, Angry Beavers. What was the brother's name again?
Was it like Daggett,
One.
Daggett and Norbert, or what was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Something like that. That was pretty good. I guess they had an episode where they broke the fourth wall and they went on like this huge spree, like basically attacking Nickelodeon Studios. I guess.
Other Nickelodeon, I remember they had I remember the imports that Nickelodeon did back in the day, like Count Duckula, the vegetarian vampire duck. And there's a Banana Man.
Banana Man. Oh,
Yeah.
that reminds me of.
This is Eric, a novel teenage boy. But when he eats a banana, he becomes the most powerful superhero in the universe. He becomes Banana Man.
Peter Cullen is the voice of Eeyore.
Banana Split Show. That's
Oh
what that
my
was.
god.
Yeah, that's
Talk about
like
these-
that's getting
those-
into like my parents. Yeah, it's like getting into like the early '70s. But
those live action shows back then, Banana Split Show and what's his name?
didn't Captain Kangaroo have animation?
He did. But the Banana Split Show, that's on Boomerang every now and then. And if you watch that, you're like, what the hell were they smoking when they thought that up?
Oh yeah, there was definitely some.
Then
yeah.
Normal substance.
HR Puffin stuff. Just like the name of the show.
Oh, yeah, I remember the show. I forgot how weird everything looks.
What was it?
Banana Split Show looks weird.
1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4 bananas make a bunch and so many more.
Good old days right there.
Yeah, that's was another weird show.
Remember Bananas in Pajamas?
I didn't watch that one.
Wait, what?
Bananas in Pajamas. We used to watch it in daycare all the time when I was in the YMCA daycare.
In daycare, oh god.
Okay.
It's literally 2 giant bananas. It was live action. 2 guys dressed in banana suits and pajamas.
All I know is the remember the theme song for that. Bananas
and pajamas.
pajamas walking
down the stairs.
Yeah, it's a pretty catchy little tune.
But
It's only more tolerable. Samurai Jack.
Samurai Jack, I love that. I never finished watching it though.
That's a show that I definitely need to get.
I wish they put more of those on Netflix. I think like they had like the first season up, but I don't know if they added the other ones.
But yeah, I guess I think
No.
one of my favorites as a kid was Muppet Babies.
Muppet Babies.
Babies makes
That's all I
your
know.
dreams come true.
I remember that.
That was a good show. I love that show.
Yeah, Muppet Babies. It's the CBS Saturday morning. Is just what I grew up on.
All right, let's start wrapping up the show.
Yeah. So, anyone got any final cartoon memories or comments at
I know
all?
I'm doing after the show. Let's go watch all these old cartoons.
What is it?
I'm gonna go watch all these old cartoons now that we all mentioned, the ones I forgot about.
Yeah, I gotta get more. I gotta find Muppet Babies and finish a Ninja Turtles collection so I get all seasons.
Yeah, I need to raid Netflix and then go and buy a bunch of stuff now. Thanks. You know, this was my idea, apparently.
You can buy like 30 seasons of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I know one we brought up before. I can't remember. It was way back when, but kind of honorable mentions. Code Lyoko was
Oh, yeah.
definitely different. I think.
Yes.
I don't think I was ever a real huge fan of it, but it was cool how they kind of combined the 2D and 3D and stuff. But also Teen Titans and the X-Men. The X-Men especially. They had Rogue and Nightcrawler in it.
How did I forget about
Awesome.
Teen Titans?
Are you
I
talking about
did
like the 90s X-Men one with like the awesome theme song?
It's gosh, I just saw a picture of it today, and it's not like their old costumes. It was
Wait,
like
what?
because like Nightcrawler was wearing like cargo jeans and shit, and I forget exactly like Rogue's design was kind of gothy-ish, I guess.
Wait, are you talking about Evolution?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It
Yeah.
was pretty good. What I remember of it.
That was the one that I grew up with. I really enjoyed that one, actually.
Yeah, that one.
They also had a pretty good Genesis game as well to follow up with those Wolverine X-Men games or whatever. I don't know if anybody played those. It's pretty good. But
Is it just called X-Men, or was it?
I think so. I don't remember. Now.
Okay.
It's been
Pretty good for Genesis. That one too.
Awesome. So I think that's about our time for tonight, unless
Yep.
anyone has anything else to say or add.
I missed you, Dash.
What's up?
I said I missed you, Dashy Poo.
Yeah, Dashy Poo, we wish you could have been with us tonight.
Yeah.
Get that
Well,
nice blue
We'll cover
sky.
Enemy at a different time.
And Cash. We missed you
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, Cash.
My cast is not on tonight.
Yes, could have talked about Garfield and Friends. Which I should have talked more about, but anyway,
There are a lot of shows that we could have just talked more about, I
for
believe.
a whole hour.
I mean, hell, I didn't even talk about Batman that much, and that's
It's
most
kind of funny because we didn't really talk about the shows. We just spouted out names of shows.
Yeah.
It's like, remember that show?
memories.
Yeah.
Trip down memory lane. So yeah, this has been a trip down memory lane of our cartoons from our youth. So once again, this is Retro Reload East Coast Edition. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you like us on the Facebook, and we're all from VG Collect. We collect video games and all that crap.
EGCollect.com.
Yes, sign up there if you collect games. If you don't, no big deal. And yeah, thank you all for watching. Like us on Facebook, and thank you.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.